Hey guys, this is episode 4 for Professor Strangelove's class, CMN 3165, Media Industries. I spoke a lot about the music business. I touched on the gaming industry in my last week's video. This week I'm going to talk about Hollywood and the movie industry a little bit. So I found an article on Business Insider that was posted just a few hours ago. And it's called Hollywood's Obsession with China is Just Getting Started. And here's why. So I'll read you a little bit of this. As China's media market grows, foreign media companies will increasingly need to consider the Chinese market first when developing content. The power of the Chinese market is such that Hollywood producers will ignore the interests of Chinese audiences and regulators at great financial risk. Made in China will be a marketing strategy rather than a way to cut costs. If the marketing continues to grow, rather than simply being made in China, new productions will increasingly be made for China. So greater focus on the Chinese market and the development process will likely mean more China-related content for global audiences. The upside of Hollywood producing content for China is that it may diversify the type of stories that Hollywood studios produce, as well as the types of people represented on the screen. Yet greater focus on the Chinese market also may privilege content that is more likely to be accepted by Chinese regulators. As a result, Hollywood's accommodation for the Chinese market substantially shift the type of media produced, not only for China but also for other global markets. So it says in the article that China will soon surpass America as the biggest money maker for Hollywood movies. China will be spending more on going to see movies than we do in America. So Hollywood is trying really hard to shift the focus towards more Chinese related content or movies that could that Chinese people can relate with, so it can actually boost profits. So Hollywood's starting to make movies with more of an international frame of mind, which is why that we're seeing a lot of movies like I'm just reading in here. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation was a film that China invested heavily in because they felt like it could do well in that kind of market. And Fast and Furious 7, maybe the culture of cars, I'm not sure. But so this is interesting. And it also says that if China's outbound investment in Hollywood increases, the Chinese government will have less need to accommodate Hollywood capital and technical investment in China. As more distribution moves to network digital platforms, the incentive structure for Chinese collaborations with Hollywood is likely to shift from collaboration to competition. The increasing role of digital platforms in media distribution is poised to diminish the potential impact American companies can have within Chinese media markets. So this is huge, this is interesting for the American movie industry and for Hollywood. So we might actually see years from now Hollywood actually competing with China instead of just simply making movies to accommodate China, if the growth continues to rise at the pace that it is. So that's interesting. So everybody keep your eyes open for movies that you think could appeal to the Chinese demographic, particularly I'm going to say action movies. So thanks a lot. I'll see you guys soon.